when I was studying my doctoral work, I was fascinated by kind of the case study and even the theoretical frameworks for various leadership styles. And ultimately, because it felt a lot like knowing what tool to pick when you were building a home. You know, that leadership styles often are opportunities to choose the tool you need based on what's going on in that particular moment. You know, maybe you need transformational leadership in this moment. Maybe you don't. Like, you have to recognize kind of what the lay of the land is in the environment. But also making sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that don't think and work and operate the way that you do. You know, so that you have a really refined spectrum of leadership styles, because each style is going to appeal and serve others in different ways. You know, John Maxwell writes the whole leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. So you need people and styles that can influence the whole gamut of you know, who you're serving. And so I think the stylistic piece is recognizing that even as simple as Mr. Caldwell and myself, very, very different leaders, but an absolute same objective. And so we will come at things from very different ways, but find ways to serve and support each other, because now we've got it surrounded rather than all coming at it from the same direction. It maybe makes our teams more effective because there's some diversity in that.
And I think when one starts reading about all the different styles that are out there, and I think that you've got to be careful to all of a sudden say, well, I'm going to be this one. This is my style. I like what I read. Well, I think a lot of it, to me, also deals with your personality and deals with what's inside of you is more of a style. So I don't think it'd be hard for me to say one can just go pick one and that's the style that I want to be. I think it's got to match up with who you are and your personality. And I think all of them are successful, and I think once again you can read about the different styles in your personality. I'm a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We just did help me out here, Dr. Wright. We did a leadership with our different styles.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like it kind of
the Gallup
inventory, much like a Myers-Briggs.
Yes, Myers-Briggs type of thing. And my style was different, like you said, than Dr. Price. But I think when I started reading the characteristics of leadership that was described to me, it pretty well matched up to my personality. So I think when one starts studying the different styles that are out there, I think that one needs to read it and reflect on, okay, I like this, and I can take this and use this, because this is who I am. Because you've got to feel good about yourself. You've got to feel good about who you are before you can certainly start sharing and leading others.
Yeah, and I think that effectiveness piece, that fit part, is something we talk a lot about. You know, when we hire principals, we're making determinations around who that individual is, what those standard kind of leadership dispositions are, and how they're going to fit that school community. Because each of our 23 school communities are very different. They each need different things at different times. You know, the leader that's going to be right for a particular elementary school in 2020 might be very different than the type of leader you need in 2025 when that job is open again. And you have to give careful consideration, or at least we do, because we found that the most effective school communities have the right leader at the right time. You know, you can't put somebody in there that says, you know, here's how I work, and that's not what the environment needs at that time. You always learn those hard lessons and sort of go, you know, that's just not the right marriage. And whether it be a school or an organization, I think the leadership disposition needs to match the needs of where that school or that organization is at the time.